Okay, we're going to react here to this minute-long clip of Bill Maher predicting the 2024 election because he gets 3 or 4 things wrong. Not only does he get them wrong, he gets them exactly wrong. He gets them basically, he predicts the opposite of what occurred. It's very funny. Let's play it here.
Am I going to worry about it? First of all, I'm not going to worry about it, Phil, because he's not going to win.
So you think he's just warned?
So there's one. He's already completely wrong and very arrogantly saying that, by the way. Bill Maher he's kind of interesting, but he's very arrogant.
It out. You think people are just going to get fatigued?
Enough. I feel
category fatigue.
I mean, it's just going to be, we're talking about a few 100,000 people perhaps, but I think it's going to be a little closer than that. First of all, she's definitely going to win the popular vote, as Democrats almost always do.
So that's 2. I mean, that's totally wrong. It was not close. Trump won by a ton of votes, millions, and he won the popular vote.
No. But I think she will win. I think he will, of course, go batshit insane, as he always does. He won't accept it. His followers, I think, will.
I mean, we'll never know, but
I don't think their heart will really be in it, as it was in 2020. Some of them, there's lots of people who will always be in the bunker with Mrs. Goebbels taking the poison.
So I think he's referring to if Trump would have lost, but I just think essentially the opposite is true, because remember last time when Donald Trump won, there was so much resistance to Donald Trump, so much on media. Everyone was so excited. Rachel Maddow's ratings, just as an evidence point, went way up. I don't think, I mean, we will see, but so far a lot of those cable ratings for those left-wing shows like Morning Joe are down. I believe Morning Joe. I just saw a thing recently on X, but a lot of the ratings of those shows are down, and I predict that will continue. I mean, we will see. I don't think the resistance to Trump is going to be that intense this time compared to last time. I think he's actually wrong that it's actually the Kamala, the Democratic supporters this time that are exhausted, and the Trump supporters are energized, I think.
And giving the poison to the children, because it's better than living in a world without National Socialism. I make an analogy, but I don't say he's a Nazi. But I think for most people, it's just fatigue. Yes, I think it's time.
And so, yeah, I just think the fatigue is on the Democratic side, I believe. I mean, we will see. I don't see there being, like when Donald Trump from 2016 basically to 2020, there was such an intense resistance to him. The media, almost every massive cultural figure was against him. And I think this time it's way more socially acceptable to be for Trump. He's got way more sensible, sort of middle of the road people willing to defend him. I think that will trickle down throughout society to just average people willing to say, hey, you're wrong, Donald Trump was actually correct on this, etc. So I do think it's the Democratic side that's a mess right now, and they're exhausted. They don't really have necessarily many defined leaders in that movement. It's going to be, I think, way harder to sort of resist Trump, I guess, for lack of a better word. But anyway, we'll see. I just think it's funny that Bill Maher was so incorrect so often in just that short clip. And he's a very arrogant person, but I will give the thing I think he's the best, that I'll give him the most credit for in the last 5 years or so. He was very against the woke stuff from the left. I think that was actually important. It's very easy to be against the woke stuff now because it's pretty much a majority position, but back in 2021, you took some heat for it, and Bill Maher was willing to stand up to basically his own crowd and do that. So I do think that was an important contribution to culture, politics, or whatever you want to call it. But I'll finish the video here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.